This 13-year-old was the size of a 6-year-old and never taught to speak. In November 1970, CPS found who became known as Jeannie the Feral Child. Other occupants of the house were told to never talk to her, and she was punished for making any noise. She was kept in a dark room and often strapped to a bed or potty chair. She was so isolated that the neighbors didn't even know that she existed. Jeannie was promptly removed from the house, and scientists used this as an opportunity to study critical learning periods in children. Most kids learn to speak at about 1, but could the window of opportunity close for this ability? So she didn't have any kind of mental disability, but she was very physically and intellectually stunted. When given the proper care, she made substantial mental and social developments.
Where did you stay when you lived at home? Where did you live? Where did you sleep?
But
You slept in a potty chair?
She very quickly was able to learn nonverbal communication skills so she could communicate when she was hungry or if she was angry. Her brain development was permanently affected by the isolation. She couldn't pick up language in the way that like an English speaker could just learn German if they sat down and took the time. It was like it just was not able to click. And naturally, some of the psychologists grew close to Jeannie, but this was actually an ethics violation because of conflict of interest. Jeannie still needed a guardian. And in classic American social services fashion, she was moved back to the household where she had suffered all of that abuse. And her mom eventually stopped all psychological studies on her. So Jeannie's father was the one who was like leading all of the abuse, and I know that her mother also probably lived in fear of him. But her mom also failed as a parent, and I think that she didn't like feeling the guilt and blame of that. So of course, Jeannie started to revert, and eventually she was sent into the foster system, and she was later moved to an adult care center, and it's not officially known where she is. And she's believed to be 57 years old. And that was the heartbreaking case of a child who began to overcome her obstacles, but was failed by the American social services system. If you thought this video was interesting, let me know in the comments and follow for more.